Exported up to date 638 tons of Laduma maize meal to the DRC, which I think is a wonderful achievement. In the process, we have also produced 300 tons of animal feed, which is also a very good achievement. It's reduced our import bill with the animal feed dramatically.
The managing director, Mr. Ban, stated that despite commencing exports, they are encountering challenges typical of anyone entering a new business venture.
Our biggest challenge at the moment is to get our product sold internally in Botswana. So Botswana's market for maize meal is very, very robust and challenging because the established mills have been doing it for generations. So the brands are well known in Botswana. So it's very difficult to get a customer to change brands. So that will be a slow process as you go along. So for ProLic, the export market is absolutely crucial. That the free trade agreements between the African countries are well looked after. Part of our challenges are also that the phytosanitary permits and import and export permits are all issued in GABs. So Botswana hasn't electronically developed its phytosanitary.
The meal has not only provided employment opportunities for our youth, but also has significantly alleviated the burden of council expenditure for social safety nets and programs. We are truly grateful to Mr. Barnes for his vision and commitment to the development of our district.
With the current shortage of maize, this opens another opportunity to plant maize in large quantities for sale to ProLic mill in Botswana. Botswana have long been encouraged to use programs such as Temoletlotlo for mass production of maize. Lesego Mokwaisi, BTV News, Gantsi.
Now, farmers in the Gantsi area embarked on a 5-day training aimed at enhancing their farming practices, expand their business, and improve the quality of their livestock. They were encouraged to approach farming as a business to ensure that it is profitable. Let's see Mukwaisi again.
The government of Botswana aims to empower every citizen, which is why there are poverty eradication programs specially designed to help also those in rural areas. Some individuals have already benefited from livestock donation made by their trusts. To ensure they are capable of properly caring of their cattle, they require training to acquire the necessary knowledge. During the visit to Quintin's farm, they learned that one key aspect of proper farming is to assess the fertility of the grass.
It's very important to know your grasses. Grasses are indicators. Are you doing something right or are you doing something wrong? Because when I let majang, our bona majang akona asimulata la moplasi. Elle are poor. You can see that is not right. But now, if you see your grasses improving, where you're having perennials, and all other good grasses, palatable grasses, steady down and coming into your farm. That is an indicator. So it's very important to know your grasses.
So by improving the root storage below ground by this good resting program, a whole season of rest, it allows for that good root storage and then more carbon in the soil, and that communities can then apply. They get paid by these companies. So now you can make money by selling your cows as well as making money by storing carbon. This is something I think communities can also benefit from, is carbon credits. Yeah. So, and it can only happen if you have good management of your cattle, by resting half, grazing half, storing allowing those grasses in the rest time to produce big root systems and store the carbon. Yeah.
The farmers were also advised to approach the farming as a business, ensuring that it is profitable and they become self-reliant, reducing their dependence on government support.
The first thing we do is you have to review your progress. So you have to sit down and you must write down on a piece of paper the last 6 months or year, how has your finances been? Have your finances gone backwards or have they gone forwards? Part of this is that you need to identify what your log jams are. A log jam is something that's holding your business back. So it might be lick, it could be fencing. You need to identify what's holding your business back. Then once you've identified what's holding your business back, then you know where you're going to spend your money.
The expectation is that from this 5-day training, they will use the knowledge to enhance their farming practices, thereby expanding their business and improving the quality of their livestock. This is Omukwaisi, BTV News, Khanzi.
Now, Matlapane Farmers Group Association says it is its intention to increase food security and produce good quality farm produce through the use of smart agricultural farming. This was emphasized by the association's chairperson, Re Mozambique Khubuletswe, at an agri show recently held at Matlapaneng Cattle Post in Takatokwane constituency. Budulo Morosi.
The modern technology is said to be revolutionizing farming, making agriculture more efficient, sustainable, and environmental friendly. Matlapaneng Farmers Group chairperson Mr. Mozambique Khoboletso cited that unity among farmers is the secret behind attaining food security in this nation.
Collaboration, smart farming, key to sustainable communal farming entities. Collaboration umote, smart farming umote. Leka go rotloetsa tirisanyo mmogo gore re kgone gore re hitlhelele food security. So ha re dira yalo re kopane re kgona go tlhatlosana.
Mr. Khoboletso also highlighted on some of the challenges they encounter as farmers.
Mahodiso a rona netswa ke masimo e go nna ka tloga re anong temo re etseela go godimo go hitisa thuo mme anong se se botlhoko ke gore masimo a teng bontsi ba bona itšala a sa bereke mme a ntshitse leruo ho o ka seka wa tlhola o hiwa drilling point go go to ka dira boholo ka gore go beilwe masimo pele nne go sena dikgofa tse dikalo le yone e thamaga e go teng e baka hot water e setse e le teng.
Attendees at this agricultural show had an opportunity to learn and benchmark from experts.
Au fida leruo se se botlhokwa go gaisa ke head health. Botsogo jwa leruo la gago tshwanetse be bo le mo seemo se se siameng.
Our objective is to come up with mindset change to build professional horse racing in the country. Re bua ka element is able to diversify the economy of the country. A component within agriculture.
Area MP for Takatokwane, Mr. Friction Lewis, cited that it is now time for the Ministry of Entrepreneurship to be essential in farming.
Le phata la temothuo ga e sa tlhola le lone hela le baganyeng le balemi barui le maphata a mangwe ya ka bo entrepreneurship ba patelesega gore jaanong ba atamele ha balemi barui ka gore re hetotse temothuo re dirile kgwebo.
Me ha re kopane ya ka go boletse go moroto wa esi ga o ele mahatshe a dirang nama a teng me re na le sengwe hela se ileng gore ha re ka tswelela re ntse re se tshwere re sa thwagalela ra se thabolola se ka dira gore re ga isane le bona se ileng gore la itse hela gore ke kgomo ya rona e jeswang ka teng me ha gore re lebelele go ne mo hela ha re change ya ka ke buile maraka o bata kgomo e rileng ba gaetso.
Farmers were encouraged to unite and form active association for their voice to be heeded. Budulo Mogoros, BTV News, Matlapaneng Cattle Post.
And that's how we end our bulletin this hour. Thank you for watching. Sports is standing by with Liza Osake.
Thank you so much, Kaelo. Good afternoon. I am Liza Osegeng with your World of Sport, and we are starting off with football news. BDF 11 and Security Systems played to a goalless draw in a Botswana Premier League encounter played yesterday at Lobatse Sport Complex. And in case you missed the action, we have the highlights for you.
Aba tirela mo letlweng le ke wala la ga pule le ga le flaga be phapasela gore no ntse o tantabetse a re bona flow khatholetsile o batla motho Frantipana. What a brilliant save go tswa go kagiso matlou ona motlhophile.
Everything is done accordingly. The last thing doesn't work. They played so well. Department is all, and it's pressure. We are bound. Obviously, we are bound to crack. We are bound to somewhere, somehow. Somewhere, to relate. Because we've created, nothing's coming up. Product of
we played a team that was desperate to collect 3 points. First half, we failed to deal with a lot of long balls because they wanted an early goal. They wanted to unsettle us. But the second half, we sat down and said, okay, because they are playing a lot of long balls, let us go and fight for the first ball and immediately win the second ball. Hence, you saw we were able to turn the possession and face their goal post. But it's a game that we can't be too hard on ourselves. We are from a loss, Orange FA. So collecting a point away, it's something we'll need this point going forward.
And now switching codes, Police netball team defeated UB Crystals 50-27 in the Southern Zone Lukara round 2 games played at SSKB in Mogoditsani yesterday. Segolame Baeng has the report for us.
Police ladies showed hunger from the beginning when they overpowered their opponents, winning the first quarter 11-6. Seeing that they were lagging behind, UB Crystal started the second quarter on a high note and took the game to Police. However, despite their fighting spirit, Police scored 17 goals more to lead 28-13 at half-time break. The game was also tight in the third quarter, although both teams' energy levels were dwindling, but the ladies in gold and maroon won it by a difference of 22 goals. In the last quarter, Police continued with their gallant, scoring 8 more goals to win the match 50-27.
Oh, well, we lost the game to a better side. I would say in the first place, that's what we do. But at the end of the day, one would say I'm still working with the kids, trying to get them exposed and so that they can gain experience. And otherwise, I can't. The dominance of Police, they have a lot of experienced players, and much of it, the world defense was working much harder than our defense because they have got experience more than ours.
Combinations since and Singapore, so I was trying those combinations and they worked. I'm very proud because game plan I made very key.
In other games played on Sunday, Jwaneng won against Prisons by 68-17. On Saturday, Police ladies walloped Prisons 55-25. Bit of Cares beat Notwane 62-35, while Jwaneng Netball defeated UB Crystals 48-32. Vipers ladies won 37-23 against the Jaspers, while in the men's category, Police beat Vipers 35-26. While BDF Cares won 37-26 against Notwane. Segolame Baeng, BTV Sport, Mogoditsane.
And finally, Zimbabwean Lino Muchena and Sheila Saina from Kenya are the winners of the 42.2-kilometer main race of Botswana Telecommunications BTC Marathon held in Francistown over the weekend. Karabo Sibili.
Mushana said discipline, determination and hard work spurred him to win the men's 42.2-kilometer race in a time of 1 hour 51 minutes 55 seconds and walked away with 35,000 pula.
It was very contenting. People were pushing, but around 1 hour 50, at 36 I tried to push and no one followed me. That's when I began to open up the gap right onto the finish.
Sheila Saina of Kenya won the ladies category in a time of 1 hour 49 minutes 22 seconds and received 35,000 pula.
I think today I did my best, like last time, but last time there was a little challenge, but today I won it clean. The race was good. The arrangement for the marathon was very organized, and we thank the organizers for organizing very well the race.
As for the 21-kilometer race for men, Abel Chibanda scooped 25,000 pula for position 1 in a time of 1 hour 5 minutes 29 seconds, while Kitiso Joseph won the women's 21-kilometer race and received 25,000 pula after clocking a time of 1 hour 21 minutes 17 seconds.
I just want to thank you to the BTC Franston Marathon organizers for organizing this such a big event. Even the course was very good for us elite athletes in order to qualify for all Africa Games, even the Olympics and even the regional games.
This is my second race. Last year I was running 42 and I took position 3. Now I came to 21.1, I took position 1. So la hela yone ne na di slope tse dintsi. Di challenge ke di slope. But I managed to neta di slope because ke train la mo slope.
BTC has been urged to extend their support to elite athletes.
Ramasunga and your executive, le board ya gago, le batho ba le reetsang thata. Ne re kopa jalo gore some of the proceeds in the future can also go into sports development. For bana ba ileng gore they're going outside to compete internationally and locally can have coaches, can develop them and ensure that they are as competitive as their colleagues in the international fraternity.
BTC Francistown Marathon continues to positively impact the Francistown economy and has empowered industries and individuals such as the hospital industry, including food and drink vendors, fashion designers, advertisers, communication agencies and experts, technical officers, volunteers, leba bango bote ba tsereng karolo mo this marathon. While they were engaged from the planning stage to the completion of the marathon.
Various stakeholders were applauded for taking part in the marathon, which continues to contribute to the economy of the second city of the country, as well as encouraging youth to participate in sports in large numbers. Karabo Sibili, BTV Sport, Francistown.
Well, and that is it for sport this hour. I'll be back with more at 5, but stay tuned because In Context continues with Kaelo Sabone.
I'm delighted to host this important gathering aimed at enhancing our collective efforts to prevent the use of biological weapons and promote biosafety and biosecurity on the African continent. Biological Weapons Convention represents a cornerstone of the global disarmament and non-proliferation regime, reaffirming our commitment to peaceful use of biological sciences and technologies. Botswana is committed to global peace and security. We understand that security is as strong as the weakest link. Therefore, being part of the global security regime, we are obliged and committed to international security standards. We have shown this commitment by ratifying and domesticating, implementing treaties on peace and security. Botswana ratified the Biological Weapons Convention in 1992 and has domesticated the treaty by passing the national law in 2018. It is an honor for us as Botswana to host 9 SADC countries, international organizations, non-governmental organizations, the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, UNODA, team and their partners for this workshop.